She thumbs the gray streak of makeup that's gathered in her laugh lines. She won't let it give her away. Gather the data and then make a plan. It's time to make a plan. For the first time in almost 20 years, she believes that she might actually be capable of changing, making things right for our family. She sits there a while longer and writes a bullet point plan on her phone. She's not instinctive like Asaura. She needs an outline, a to-do list, a structure with measurable steps like see how much is left in the emergency fund and get Eddie to Detroit. Once she's done writing the list, she whispers it to me. "All right, my girl," she says, a tinge of hope coating her words. This is our new plan.
Rosy. I don't dread your birthday. On the first one without you, your father and I spent most of the day on the couch together, like we did when you were alive. I wonder how much of it was muscle memory. Placing ourselves exactly where we'd been the last time we were all together, my belly almost as swollen as it had been then. On that first birthday, our neighbor Lorraine dropped off a cake in the morning. Some people might have found it strange, insensitive even, to bake a cake as garish as the one she'd made us. Angel food, how fitting. Smothered in buttercream frosting, the borders piped, the top lush with marzipan roses. It was a cake that must have taken hours of meticulous work, pinching almond paste into coin-sized flowers, painting each petal until it blushed with realism. Initially, the sight of your name in sugary cursive lettering felt like an affront. I hadn't written your name in months, and there Lorraine was, adding hearts to the eyes like she'd been an old friend. Still, I could appreciate the hours she had dedicated to your memory. As limited as my appetite was in those days of round-the-clock morning sickness, I savored each sliver with that in mind. I remember bringing the cake up to bed, setting it in the middle of the comforter, 2 forks stabbed into it. Crumbs littered the sheets, small dollops of icing too. But we didn't really care about those things on your birthday. What mattered was honoring your life. Between bites, we talked about your navy eyes, sure that they'd just been that shade that newborns grow out of, wondering if you would have inherited your father's hazel eyes or my green ones. We recalled the feeling of your feathery hair, your padded feet, that gummy smile that you only treated us to once, milk drunk. We wondered whether the child I was carrying would look like you or not, unable to admit that either way would break our hearts. Once our room got too hot, we made our way to the living room and pulled out your photo album. Your father had put it together around month 10. I can't remember whether he'd wanted to mark the occasion, your being gone longer than I'd carried you, or just thought it was time. He'd developed all 117 photographs of you and slid each one into the plastic sleeves of a photo album. Going through the book didn't make us cry. The photos were all so happy. But then we retrieved your box from the top of the storage closet. From then on, each birthday that we summoned the courage to open the box would lead to an excavation. The careful removal of the onesies, which your father and I would pass between us, lifting each one up to our noses and making sure to set them back in the pile before any tears could alter the smell. We were stingy about every inhalation in an effort to prolong that bit of you, the sweet, powdery milkiness of you. We'd paw through each scratch mitten, each pacifier, each pair of socks that we'd ever wrangled onto you, each burp blanket that we'd never had the time to wash. That was what would make us cry. When there was nothing left, no more tears, no more memories, no more projections about what you might have grown into in the past year, we'd settle onto the couch that had moved with us from Detroit, where you were born, to Toronto, where we try to live without you. If hunger came, we'd order pizza, like we had done in those first days with you. We'd eat it out of the box in front of the TV.